The forest did not have a name on any map. People from the nearby village only called it the Silent Bush, a place where birds rarely sang and the wind moved like it was whispering secrets to the trees. Mothers warned their children never to wander near it. But children do not always listen. Amina was 12, brave and stubborn, with quick feet and quicker laughter. Her little sister Zainab was 7, soft-spoken and always holding on to Amina's dress like the world was too big for her small hands. The day they disappeared began like any other. Their mother had sent them to fetch firewood before sunset. The dry season had left the land cracked and thirsty, and the bushes near their home were nearly bare. Amina, determined to prove she was grown, decided they should go farther than usual. "Just a little deeper," she told Zainab. "There will be bigger branches there." Zainab hesitated but followed. The forest swallowed them slowly. At first, it was only thicker trees. Then the path they knew thinned into nothing. The air grew cooler. The sounds of the village faded. Even the sunlight struggled to reach the ground. "We should go back," Zainab whispered. "We will," Amina said, though she was no longer sure which way back was. They walked in circles without knowing it. Hours passed. Shadows stretched long and twisted. Then it happened. Amina stepped over what she thought was a fallen branch. The branch moved. There was a sharp hiss, a flash of scales, and before she could pull away, the snake struck. Amina screamed. Zainab froze as the dark snake slithered away into the brush. 2 small punctures bled on her sister's ankle. "It's nothing," Amina tried to say, but her voice shook. Within minutes, her leg felt heavy. Her breathing turned shallow. She tried to stand tall for her sister, but the forest floor rushed up to meet her. "Amina?" Zainab cried, kneeling beside her. "Run," Amina whispered faintly. "Find help. Don't stay." But Zainab was only 7. She shook her sister. She begged her to wake up. The trees gave no answer. As dusk crept in, fear took hold of the little girl's heart. The forest no longer looked like trees and leaves. It looked like claws and eyes. Zainab didn't remember when she started walking. She just knew she couldn't stay beside her sister's still body. She wandered blindly, tears blurring her vision. Every snap of a twig she flinched. Every shadow seemed alive. The forest stretched endlessly in every direction. Night fell completely. The cold came with it. Zainab stumbled over roots and rocks until her legs ached. She called her sister's name again and again, but silence answered. Then she heard it. A low growl. It came from behind her. Slow, deliberate. She turned slowly. 2 yellow eyes glowed in the darkness. A wolf, thin, ribs showing, hungry. Her breath caught in her throat. She tried to run, but exhaustion slowed her small body. The wolf stepped closer, silent and patient. It circled her, testing the air. She tripped and fell hard onto the dirt. The wolf lunged. A gunshot split the night. The sound thundered through the trees. Birds burst from branches in frightened clouds. The wolf let out a sharp yelp and collapsed mid-air, landing heavily a few feet away from the girl. Smoke drifted in the cold air. From the darkness stepped a tall figure holding a rifle. He wore a worn leather jacket and heavy boots. His beard was thick, his face weathered from years of living between trees and silence. His eyes, however, were gentle. "Easy now," he said softly. Zainab could barely speak. She stared at the still body of the wolf, then at the stranger. He knelt carefully, lowering his weapon. "Are you hurt?" She shook her head, then burst into tears. The hunter wrapped his coat around her small shoulders. She clung to him like she had once clung to her sister. He did not ask too many questions. He simply lifted her into his arms. As he walked back through the forest, it was clear he knew the way. The trees seemed less menacing around him, as if they recognized his presence. Behind them, the forest swallowed its secrets again. The hunter took Zainab to his cabin at the edge of the wilderness, a small wooden home warmed by firelight. He gave her water, food, a blanket. When she finally found her voice, she whispered her sister's name. The hunter's face grew solemn. At dawn, he would search, but that night the forest remained silent, and somewhere deep within it, the shadows kept what they had taken.